Are you looking for ways to teach online business English? Oh, you don't know what to choose? Today you will have answer for this question. You could go to TikTok. How? And could you manage it? I will ask today online teacher with us is freelance online teacher Antoni Bondarenko. Antoni, I'm happy to see you.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me.
And I would like to remind you that Introwise is all about inspiration, tech and business. You could be registered on Introwise in 3 minutes and just for free. So I was searching in TikTok, in different sites, why people just switch on to TikTok. And I found some reasons, simply having fun, sharing strategies, connecting with their students and modeling their values. So what is your choice? Why did you go to TikTok to teach?
Yes, so I started with Instagram, of course. And at first I was kind of reluctant about going to TikTok. So I didn't want to. I was not really willing because it was a massive trend over the last, I don't know, in Ukraine, 6 months probably, yeah. But I didn't like the way it was, the way the app is, it was not very attractive to me.
Why?
Well, simply the design. I am not I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan of black color?
No. To me, like Instagram is much more.
It's colorful. It's bright. It's
yes. Inviting, more inviting. But then, and the second reason was that I've heard that there was a lot of trash. Well, you see on TikTok, so a lot of stupid videos, and I'm not a fan of that either. So.
But don't we have them? In Instagram?
Yeah, absolutely. Like on Instagram we have them too. But probably the amount of trash on TikTok is thought to be, so it's not my thought. I didn't do any research. It's thought to be higher. But then I tried because a friend of mine suggested me opening an account on TikTok. I tried and it was very successful. I mean,
so it was a word of mouth, yeah?
Yeah, a word of mouth. That's right.
Yeah, but why did you find it successful? How you just understand? Oh, I am a successful teacher online.
The amount of people who watch the videos, right from the start, surpassed the amount of people that watch my videos on Instagram. Though I've been on Instagram for a much longer time than on TikTok. And so that's a thing that shows. So that's.
Is it about making money or just to have fun and to form your brand online?
I think both. So I think at first it's about sharing something. Well, I think in my case it's about sharing something, about sharing, for example, my knowledge of English, right? And
sharing your expertise. Maybe,
my expertise, yes, my skills, so all this stuff. And then the more popular you get, well, the more people turn to you for some services. Well, in my case, it's for teaching English. And then, yes, that's when it can monetize.
So it is the way you grab your audience and you just find your clientele.
Correct. That's it.
But who is your clientele? Who comes to you to have lessons? Could you describe these people?
For the most part, that's Ukrainians. So Ukrainians, and usually from like 25 to 35, 40 years old. They are all working somewhere in companies, usually, and they are willing to improve their English. So so of course that's the audience that uses social media a lot, because that's the way they find me, and they are interested. So we have a first trial class, and then if everything goes right, well, we continue.
So how do you think, if you would like to just to teach online, in TikTok, should you just quit your job, for example, in golden stuff and try to do it online? Or
no, I think you should combine. Like for sure, at first you must combine. I would say you must combine, because you're not sure if your thing on TikTok will be successful. So you see, like you never know before you try, before you actually get somehow to be successful. That's why you combine. Then also it is not that time consuming, so it's enough to make 1 or 2 videos a day. You see, there are no stories, for example, on TikTok, so that's why you don't have to think constantly about the content you will put into your stories. In this respect, it's easier a bit. Yeah, so it takes, I don't know, to prepare. Well, it depends on how well you know what you are sharing with, yeah. But if you know, then it takes, I don't know, 30-40 minutes just to think about, to plan. It's good to plan ahead of time. And yeah, it is not that time consuming, so you can combine. And then, well, if the thing takes up, then you can quit everything you had before. So if you don't like it.
So now I could see that the videos you shoot for your audience are viewed for like are viewed by 1,000, 2,000 people. So what is your secret?
Well, that's not that's not very many very big audience. So,
yeah, but it's enough to have clients, you know.
It's enough. Yeah, it's enough to have clients.
So some of them are your clients, as yes. I could understand. So how it could be happen that these people who just look it for free, just in a few days you will have from them money for your lessons.
Yes. Well, first of all, like a good thing about TikTok is that you have to talk. Now, it's not like on Instagram you can just post photos and that's it. You have to talk, and when you talk, well, it works like in teaching languages. It works. Like people who are looking for a teacher want to know how they speak the language they are they are supposed to teach. And on TikTok they see it, and if they like the way you speak, yeah, then that's a huge advantage at first, right away. And then, of course, the way you present your content.
But you do it very charismatically.
Yeah, well, thank you. I try to. That's very important. That's very important. And then also, like, you have to also to find your time frame. Well, the perfect length of the video. You know, so that it is not too short, that it is not too long. Because if it exceeds 1 minute, well, it becomes, you know, boring, so it becomes difficult to watch, to stay on.
So how did you find yours approximate?
Well, for me, I think for me it's from like rarely do I make videos under 15 seconds.
Oh.
That's, yeah. Well, for this I have Instagram stories, you know. So usually it's from 20 seconds to 45, I would say, in this time frame. In this frame, and that's good.
So how many times a day I should look your video? I could just look at your videos and learn language. So as I could see, you could convert, you know, this time 15 seconds in, for example, 5 times a day, yeah, and then you shouldn't go just or visit classes of English. So,
you mean that you can learn English just by watching my?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it possible?
I think it's still not enough. I still not enough. So that's good, of course, but still will not be enough. So that's why you need to take classes.
Yes. But you know, when you just visit lesson, for example, I don't like English, but I love English. I love this pronunciation. But some people who I know, yeah, so they just
hate English. Yeah, I know such
English.
people. Yeah.
And for them, just you know, go enter the classroom and see the teacher.
It's already difficult.
It's already, you know, boring at all. So and they couldn't you know, be taught at all in the classroom because they don't want to listen to the teacher and so on. But now he could just switch on TikTok and in 15 seconds or 30 seconds learn 5 words, for example.
Well, yeah, learn 5 words, yes, or a couple of expressions. Yeah, for sure. But you know, 5 words or 2 expressions is not the language. So you still have to talk to somebody, and that's why classes are important, because you can actually talk. Now here you listen. Yes, on TikTok you listen. If you want to further, you can you can go to YouTube. Yes, and find there like some YouTubers, a lot of YouTubers actually who are teaching English on YouTube. But you still lack this part of speaking, of you speaking, and that's why like you need to have. It may be not a teacher, it may be just a friend who is also learning English, and with whom you get together and talk for 30-40 minutes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but definitely that's a great tool. So you, for example, you are in the subway, yes, or you are walking around the street. You have some free time. Well, you open TikTok or Instagram, and you watch a video. Yeah, you watch a video, and here, like what I would suggest, you not only watch a video, mm-hmm. but you then close it, and then you try to remember. Yeah, you try to reproduce what you have just seen. Mm-hmm. In this way, it will stay. You will make this information stay longer in your mind, in your memory.
Yeah, that's a good advice, but I would like to back to your teaching progress. So, did you count how many of your viewers convert in clients? For example, from 1,000 viewers, how many clients you could have?
Well, the percentage is still not very high, but that's normal. Like it is enough.
But what is the percentage?
Well, I didn't count, so I can't really say, but. Well, let's say 5%.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. So, well, probably it's less, but still, like you have enough people who come, and then yes, like your. That's also a great, actually. All social media is a great means to. To continue developing in this industry of whatever it is. In my case, it's teaching English, because it allows you to become popular. So, right, the more followers you have,
to build your brand.
That's right. So the next step is, probably open a school, yes, or open an online school. So that's what many people do.
But what is your opinion? Could any teacher become a star of teaching?
No, not any. So they have to be appealing. Like their videos have to be. They have to have something, you know.
Should they just maybe visit before some acting classes to?
I don't know.
Present well.
Well, I don't know. I've never done it.
The information.
I've never visited any classes. You see, it really it depends on the person. So if you are kind of open, sociable, if you are fun, you know, if you can smile, like you don't have to smile all the time, you know, but you do have to smile during your videos. So.
And what is the difference between, you know, teaching English in a classroom by you, or in TikTok?
Well, the thing is that you have a limited amount of time, so you have to think what can be taught in 30 seconds, yes, and what is interesting to be listened to, you know. So you should find a small piece of information, but that at the same time is interesting, is useful, is handy, you know. So how to say that? How to say some useful everyday things? That's probably the most important videos.
So should it be a simple, you know,
yes.
Sentence or something professional if your clients are from, you know, some companies?
You can mix. So you can give some videos you make about general English. Yes, some you make about some you add some business vocabulary, some business expressions, yeah? Well, because when we're talking about business English, basically we are talking about words and the vocabulary that is used in business. So there is no really business grammar, like, you know. So it's just one step more simple, well, kind of, but that's also, and just new words and expressions that you have to understand.
So, what are the requirements for teacher to become a teacher in TikTok on TikTok?
On TikTok. So, like requirements. Well, a teacher basically has to have a smartphone, with a good camera.
Any degree, for example, if I would like, if I apply to any job, you just should show your certificate. I don't know, just show your skills. Here, you just go to register.
Well, you just show your skills. Actually, no diploma is needed. No background is required. You just show your skills, what you can, and that's actually what I think the 21st century is about. So we are getting off this old style assessment of people, like what degree have you done, yes, what university have you graduated from. So that doesn't matter actually. Now a person may be very popular on TikTok without having graduated anything. Well, that's also possible, you know.
But we just imagine a teacher like a person who has an experience, or who is really
like a professor,
professional. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, once again, like experience is not. It's not about experience on TikTok, and anyways, like you have to start from something. So that's a great place to start with, yeah. And then just you have to share something. You have to have knowledge. You have to know what you are teaching. That's important because I think people will understand if you don't know that well. And yeah, that's it. So basically your skills, and then your ability to present it. That's second part. Your ability to present. You're good to go.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That the teacher should, focus on the niche and find the identity. And here, I just search for the most important things that we should understand when we start teaching online: purpose, brand, style, target audience. And I would like to. And could you just explain what is your purpose for teaching?
So purpose, yes. Well, for me, the most important thing, like I always started with what I can give, not what I can take, what I can give. So that's why for me
that's like about life. You just need to give something and then you can get.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the way it should be, and that's the way it is actually.
It is how I'm living,
yes,
so I don't know.
Okay, now, so I wanted to share the language that I kind of know, and I wanted to make it in an appealing way, in an attractive way. So I wanted my videos to be...
For me, it could be an attractive way, but for others?
Well, yes, but then actually the result shows you whether you...
Okay. But what is it attractive way? So should I I don't know, joking?
Yeah, you can.
Teaching some facts in English, or be informative, a strict teacher?
Like you can do anything, but it has to, people have to like it. Then actually...
Why they like you?
Yeah? What?
Why they like you?
Why they like me?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, I know, because I think I speak pretty well.
Okay.
So I know a lot of people tell me,
agree.
A lot of people tell me that I have a very nice voice.
Voice, yes.
So that's important. Appearance. So, well, that's something that I should thank to my mother and father.
So you must be smart. You could...
Smart, yes, of course you should be smart. Smart, intelligent. And then, so we say voice, so your intelligence, right? Attractiveness, some kind of...
So could you just understand, so the picture of teacher now is different?
It's different. Yes.
Thanks to social media.
Thanks to social media, of course. It is different. Well, we still have the classic image of a teacher, I think. We still have it. I just think that even these classic teachers can switch to social media and can develop this segment also, this means of teaching, which would be a very nice thing because they would actually access a much larger auditory, which is important because not a lot of people, you have a limited amount of people that go to school or to universities, but you have an unlimited amount of people who are on social media. So that's why everybody should try.
How could you describe your brand?
Yeah, so as far as my brand is concerned, it's only in the first stages of development, because I have my Instagram, I have my TikTok, so Anton English, right? And then ideally, I would like it to transform into a school. I would like it to be a school.
But what is about your brand? So how could you explain what is about your brand? For now,
my brand is about learning English in a different way, in a kind of different way, in a way that people like. So we speak a lot.
What people?
My students, I mean my students.
Yeah, I understand. But the students of you, we just mentioned 35, from 35 to 45.
25, 30, 45,
so
yeah.
Is it your target audience, or you just would like, maybe to
expand it?
To expand it?
Yes, I would like. So I would like to have classes. Actually, I have classes with teenagers. That's interesting to me. But for now, the majority, it's from 25 to 45, and that's kind of understandable because teenagers learn English at school or at university, so they are not the first to look for a teacher.
So how long it takes for you to make one video for TikTok?
Well, I would say in 15-20 minutes I can make it.
Really? So cutting some moments not good, just make some some titles.
Yeah. That I sometimes I repeat, I re-record my videos. Because either I forgot what I had to say or
it happens.
Slip of a tongue, so it happens, and that's what it takes. So the whole recording process doesn't take a lot of time, even with
for you, but for you because you're used to do it. But when you just started,
when you're just starting, still it depends. It depends on people. A lot of people I know, some people are afraid of actually shooting themselves. Well, I've never been afraid of shooting myself.
They start clipping a lot.
They start clipping. They start blushing. Some people may blush. So I've never had this. For me, that's not a problem. But then again, the more videos you make.
But do you use different method of teaching on TikTok, or you just do what you feel?
No, I just do what I feel. So I don't have. I have some categories. So a video about words, a new word, right? New expression.
I love it.
Phrasal verbs, yeah, phrasal verbs very important because, and with phrasal verbs you can do a lot of things. You can simply teach a phrasal verb. So usually one phrasal verb has a lot of meanings. That's all. Already you have a video. Now you can give a phrasal verb and another verb a synonym that means the same, and then say that in speaking English. You would rather use a phrasal verb than another verb, yeah. So when you're writing, then you can use both, or even to reduce, yeah, to go down, for example. So you say the prices went down, or the prices decreased. Well, in speaking English, you use the prices went down, yeah, or the prices fell down. Then, if you want to be more kind of more professional, more intelligent, so you say the prices decreased, reduced, etc. That's about phrasal verbs, and then some grammar points, but very short, not tell them the whole present simple, present continuous, you know, the whole 18 or how many tenses there are in English.
Yeah.
So something very short, something very that people can take in. So it's important. You should give enough information or that amount of information that people can take in. If you give too much, then it becomes too much. You know, I know some people who, some TikTokers, like they are giving great content, but there's just too much in one video. And first, till you get to the end, you already forget what you heard at the beginning, and then it becomes boring. So it too much. So.
But now the information that should be done, yes, like if you are a teacher, yeah, for prepared, yeah, for students must be shorter. But what do you think? How it influences the time? How long a person could learn the English to, you know, level he needs?
I don't think it influences actually. Well,
no, why
no.
not?
Well, because it's a well-known fact that actually, like when you know and can use, that's important. Can use, not only know but can use 800 words in a language. You already can speak it. So if you handle well 800 words, you already can speak a language. Now we add 2,000 words more, so 3,000 words. You already do speak very well. Like dictionary, I know that I've been told it at university by a great professor. Like Longman, I think Longman dictionary at first, they were the first to explain all the words using only 3,000 words. You see, so in 3,000 words you can describe everything in English. Like even it works also in other languages too. So that is to say that you don't need to learn 100 words a day, and then the next day not remember a single. So it's better to learn less but learn better.
So how many videos teachers should just do on TikTok every day to just give enough of information for the students?
I usually make 2 videos. I usually make 2 videos a day. Now, I've noticed that if you make too many videos, so more than 2 I would say, so you have a less
you lose the interest to your
not so like the first video a lot of people watch, then the second already less people watch, and then the third even less. So that's why 2 is enough in my opinion. Like you don't have, and then again you see, even if you like, it's like with songs, you know, you've heard a nice song, you like it, so you listen, but then at the end of 1 week you are tired of the song. So imagine you see the same person 10 times a day. Like you'll be tired of that person, even if it is a great person, you know? So
yeah, it could be, yeah.
You see, it works like this. Well, with everything, like you like a dish, yeah, I don't know, like you like pasta, but you cannot eat pasta 10 times a day, like 3 times a day, it's already too much. So.
Yeah, but what are the biggest things you learn from teaching on TikTok?
Biggest things I learned from teaching on TikTok. Well, another great thing about TikTok is that a lot of people leave comments, and a lot of people so give me some material for further videos, like what they want
feedback.
Some feedback, and also what they want to understand or what they want me to explain. Yeah, so that actually gives me an insight into what are the difficult points that people face with when learning a language, you know, because so of course, like everybody has problems or faces some kind of problems while they are teaching English, but our problems are different. So what was difficult for me may not be difficult for you, and when people are sharing what is difficult for them, what they don't understand, so in this way, like I can figure out somehow, so if I see like 10 people writing me the same comment, so I can understand, well, yeah, probably that's a difficult point for a lot of people. That's why in classes, like try to pay attention to this point, because it may be a problem, you know. And without this feedback, I would have never known that, well, this actually, what seemed to me like very easy and very banal is or makes problems for others. So you see?
Audience, not your target audience. The last but not the least, we have our brand Introwise questions for you. So TikTok, teaching on TikTok is?
Teaching on TikTok is I don't know how to say that in one word, but it opens up a lot of opportunities.
Okay. Teaching on TikTok, is it about online business?
It can be.
How?
So you develop your brand, of course, and then I think it works like this. Through TikTok, people get to know you.
Okay. What are the features of a teacher on TikTok?
So features, of course, like skillful, yeah, then attractive, then kind of creative, you know, so that videos are interesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's consistent also. You have to be consistent. Like you can't make a video and then like another in a week. So that doesn't work.
What is best time management advice from you?
Time management advice: think ahead. So think about I still have problems with this.
It's a good information for
still have
us.
problems with this, but it's nice if you think ahead. Well, I've heard once at least 2 weeks ahead. So if actually you know what material you will post for 2 weeks ahead, for the next 2 weeks. So if you achieve that, that's great. And so that actually, that's very clever, in fact, because that allows you time for days when you are not very inspired. You can just skip and you don't do anything, but you already have the material done. You just posted it. And then it gives you, of course, time to think about new content.
For free.
Yeah, I think I will, definitely.
So thank you very much for this interview. It was really interesting. I just opened new sphere for myself.
Thank you too.
Yes, and I think our audience will also just grab new information and maybe continue or will start to do teaching on TikTok. Bye-bye.